Alright, so here we are. Running into my boy.
What's up, buddy?
This is Urijah Faber. He's my partner in torque. He's also a good friend of mine. We became friends like, how long ago? 2011-ish?
A little earlier than that. I remember my sister got in a car accident.
She got in a car accident in 2011.
Yeah, 2011, so right before that.
Okay, so we've been friends for a bit. He's always been my favorite dude. I love his style. Good guy. An all-around badass dude. So, how'd you blow up, man? I saw you in WEC back in the day, but before that you were in some local shows, killing it. Became a champion of
Gladiator Challenge, King of the Cage, WEC,
all those guys.
Popping up all the little organizations.
Just smashing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the truth is, at that time, the UFC, when I first started, only had 3 fights a year, 3 or 4 fights a year, and so the lightest weight class for me was 170 pounds. There wasn't much opportunity. It stopped.
And you were weighing in at buck what?
Buck 49.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was doing fights on an Indian reservation. It's basically in the Wild West of mixed martial arts. California, it was illegal until 2005, so you could only fight at Indian reservations.
Yeah.
But I was bringing, big crowds to the little local shows and get people all hyped up and just collecting belts at all these organizations because there was no other real opportunity.
All that stuff aside, like your fighting career speaks for itself. Like you're a Hall of Famer for sure, shoe-in for sure. There's no doubt about it. I love all that side of things, but I also love that you are very holistic. Like you haven't had pills, you haven't had any kind of you're very clean. You're a clean living guy. So talk about how you were raised.
Yeah, I was raised up, my parents were Christian hippies back in the day. They lived in Isla Vista, California, which is the college town right next to Santa Barbara, and we're in a house, no immunization shots, no conventional medicine, and just always been healthy living is kind of the way we were. It was you don't want to get sick in my house. If you get sick in my house, you're you get raw diet, enemas, fucking vinegar drinks and garlic juice and you did everything in your power not to get sick, which helps with your mental toughness too, because you push through shit. You don't, it's not like, oh, I'm feeling sick when I stay home from school. It's you don't get sick in my house, otherwise you're going through a whole cleansing process, which is crap. So just kind of always grown up with that healthy lifestyle, and that's what I crave now.
So you don't even do caffeine?
The first time I had caffeine was 2000, or it was when I was turned 36.
That's the first time you had caffeine?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
On purpose. Yeah. It's actually pretty good for you, apparently.
Yeah.
But I never wanted excuses, or I didn't want to feel like I needed something. I don't like crutches. But I said, when I get to a little bit older in my career, I'll start utilizing it. And then I fought Frankie Edgar in the Philippines, and I needed to adjust my time, my sleep patterns and stuff. So I was getting up earlier and getting some coffee to get me going, learning more about supplements and stuff like that, because I always felt like you can get everything you need through nutrition, but I was time constraints would keep me back a little bit from that. So I've had a little bit of the intro into the mainstream of taking stuff as of late, but I was raised up just the bare necessities, food and water and all that good stuff.
That is so cool, man.
Thanks, buddy.
You can't really get too much cooler than that, dude. Well, thanks a lot, man. I'm just kidding. So you have a number of businesses, right? You have Team Alpha Male, first of all. You have Torque, which we're involved with. You have Purist. And what else you got?
I've got a lot of stuff we talked about is what I'm all about, right?
Yeah.
Good health.
Tell me about Purist.
Well, here's the first time I've ever used any supplements, and I actually talked to a partner at Torque, Scott James, and he was like, what is, I was going to ask him to send me some stuff, and he's like, he used to own BSN, Bioscience Nutrition. He said, look, here's the stuff you should take. This is the cutting edge, this is the top quality stuff, and he sent me Purist Labs. So I started taking some of this stuff for the first time using supplements at 36. In fact, they're the real deal. It's pride over profit. A lot of these supplement companies, they use the wrong stuff. I mean, it's all marketing. It's all marketing. It's all smoke and mirrors. But for For me, I can tell the difference because I've dabbled with a couple other things. I just never liked the way it made me feel. And this is real stuff. The supplementation, the science is real. It's just about like, okay.
Like global warming.
Yeah.
The science is there.
Yeah.
Like science is science.
Yeah. Or evolution.
Right.
You know, like covering all the elements. We've got Purus is performance-based stuff, good health, but like with a purpose, I feel like. Got Trifecta Nutrition, which is a organic delivery, food delivery service. It's badass, dude. And then I have Vibe Health Bar and Liquidology, so it's fresh juice, and Vibe is a brick and mortar like cafes that are all like organic, really cool stuff. Acai bowl smoothies, shots and vinegar, honey, ginger shots and stuff like that. Some great food items that are all super health conscious, and then kombucha culture. So kombucha culture.
You're kidding.
We have taps all around Sacramento and Northern California, and we distribute all sorts of kombucha. I'm gonna link you up with this one. Come on. Danny, you on the call? Okay, hey, I'm gonna let you guys exchange information. Tell them what you need. I'll just stay on the line. You guys met a long time ago, Danny. Let these guys talk. So yeah, then aside from that, that's all the health and nutrition stuff. But I've got my real estate stuff that I'm doing in Sacramento. We've got our new gym that we're in the process of building. We just opened a Urijah Faber, UFC gym, Urijah Faber, that I have a small ownership stake in Rockland, California, and just pumping away, man. Pretty excited about the retired life. Got our guys kicking butt, email from mail.
Yeah, Cody No Love, huh?
Oh, No Love's killing it.
I'm a fan, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this or not, but I've been rocking it on the show.
Oh yeah.
I love that dude.
Oh, he's awesome.
I'm a fan. Anybody that does a burpee in a championship fight and robot, I mean, come on, bro.
That was badass. Yep.
Favorite fight?
Of my own?
Yep. All time.
I would say probably the Jens Pulver fight. The first one, it was my first big fight in my hometown.
Yeah.
First
I remember that.
Up.
That's big.
Yeah. First big build-up to these fights was, on national television, the Countdown show, and they had, sold-out arena in my hometown, Arco Arena, which I'd been going to since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they got a big win. It was a 5-round fight, but it was pretty decisive. I got to showcase my hands for the first time, and just kind of monumental fight for me.
Badass. And what about the worst? What's the worst night that you've had?
The first Mike Brown fight. I liked the second Mike Brown fight, because the second Mike Brown fight, I broke my hand the first round. I dislocated my thumb in the third round. I had to keep fighting through. But the first Mike Brown fight, no one ever talks about that. That's when I actually lost my belt. I was being real elusive. Mike Brown was kind of sitting. I did a jumping back elbow, and he like ducked into a right hand that I clotheslined myself. And it was in the first, the beginning of the first round, and just it was a first time I'd lost in 13 fights, 4 years or something like that. And whenever you don't have an opportunity to put your best foot forward for an entire fight and leave it all out there, those are the ones that that suck, You just didn't get your chance,
Yeah.
Yeah, that one sucks. Mike Brown's cool though. Saw him yesterday.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So everything pretty much stays in the cage when you fight.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You don't have any ill will towards any of your guys. I don't see anybody not liking you.
No.
Right?
I'm on good terms with these guys.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to Mike Brown. I love that guy too. I don't know him, but I love him. That's awesome, man. So future is just gonna get all these companies that you have going.
Yeah, and I'm working on some entertainment stuff. I have my manager Mark Schulman out.
I saw you became a rapper at the awards.
That was a very flattering. A whole song about my chin.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's pretty amazing chin.
It's not bad.
I think it's pretty sick.
It's unique.
It is very unique.
But you got one too. Yeah, here's the showing. Just a little guy.
Yeah, it's because I shaved.
Yeah. Just a little guy.
Yeah, first time shaving in about a year.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm working on this show with Always Sunny in Philadelphia guys.
Oh yeah.
Pitching. Yeah, I actually have to go back and do some voiceovers for the final draft that we're gonna pitch.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
What's it gonna be about?
It's can't really talk about it, but it's kind of around the fight stories that I used to do. The animated series.
Oh, cool.
It's got a little taste of that, but it's different.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So watch out for that.
So it's the same but different.
Same but different.
Okay.
Element.
Fair enough.
Element.
Well, these things are nice and short, Uriah. I really appreciate you taking the time out. And
all right, buddy.
You're a good guy.
My pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for buying lunch.
No problem.